And welcome back to AIM Student Radio, the way radio should be. At least that's what I'm told to say. I am V. I'm starting off the dumpster fire on my own today. That was Metro Gnome, like the Garden Gnomes, by Scarlet Canary. And they're actually local. They're out of Denver, which is cool. Nice to see some local heavy music, honestly. Anyway, just dropping in with a quick weather update. In Fort Lupton, we are currently looking at a current temperature of 66 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 34 degrees Fahrenheit. Loveland, we are at 69 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 34 degrees Fahrenheit. Windsor, we're at 70 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 33. And in Greeley, it's 69 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 33. Tomorrow, it's looking like a high of 64 and a low of 32. Of course, all that's subject to change. It's Colorado weather, and it is too hot right now. Please bring me more snow. I like the cold weather. In other news, tonight from 7 to 9 p.m. is the Josh Blue as Not Seen on TV tour. That is March 24th, today, from 7 to 9 p.m. That's in the Welcome Center here on the Greeley campus. It is free to AIM students, but seating is limited. For info, please go to events.aims.edu. So that's a comedy show, I believe. I don't know. I'm not all hip up on that. In other news, tomorrow, March 25th, there from 2 to 2:45, there is a Zoom writing workshop to upgrade your grammar, run-ons, comma splices, and fragments. The session will review complex sentences, along with how to avoid confounding comma splices, frustrated, fusing sentences, and rotten run-ons. This session will help improve your writing for any class. And again, that is tomorrow, March 25th, from 2 to 2:45 p.m., and that is via Zoom. The link is, of course, on the toilet paper, which can be found in your nearest restroom or online. Only other thing... there's a bunch of stuff on here, but only other thing worth of note right now is the See Luna art exhibit screening. That is going until April 21st. That's here in the Beatty Gallery, Beatty Hall Gallery. Deals with media, art exhibition features artworks referencing digital mediated culture during the information age, and will be available for public view on the Ames Greeley campus in the BH Gallery Monday through Thursday, specifically, and that is going until April 21st. The closing reception is from 3 to 5 on April 21st. So stop by, check that out. I've been walking by it, and it looks really cool. Anyway, we're going to drop you back into some music. We've got Little Monster by Royal Blood coming up next. AIM Student Radio, the way radio should be. And welcome back to AIM Student Radio, the way radio should be. I'm V. I'm here with Josh and Caden.
What up?
They are currently tied up in a corner because they were trying to interfere. They are tied up in a corner.
Help us.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Quit calling yourself baby. That is weird. I'm going to ground you again.
Fine.
Anyway, we're just jumping on as a quick little intro to the segment. We're going to run you through the Jim Crandall Hour, then we're going to do some heavy music from 5 to 6. Today we're going to be talking about Ghosts, because they released their whole new thing, Impera, and we have thoughts. I have thoughts. I don't know if these guys have thoughts.
No, there's definitely some thoughts.
I was going to say Josh's head looks empty.
I have yet to listen to the full album.
I've worked all day, so my head is probably empty, or full of hot Cheetos and Zoa.
Anyway, before we jump back into the music, just a quick little note. Josh Blue, as Not Seen on TV. That is tonight from 7 to 9 p.m. That's in the Welcome Center on the Greeley campus. It is free for AIM students. However, it is first come, first serve, and seating is limited. For more info, go to events.aims.edu. Again, Josh Blue is Not Seen on TV tour. If you want a night of comedy, that's from 7 to 9 p.m. in the Welcome Center on the Greeley campus. Free for AIM students while supplies last. Anyway, this is AIM Student Radio, the way radio should be. Up next is a song that I have been forced at gunpoint to play, Cult of Personality by Living Colour.
Yeah, I remember that.
And welcome back to AIM Student Radio, the way radio should be. I'm V. I'm joined by Caden. Josh, I forgot your name there for a sec.
I thought you were just like, oh, God, this man.
That, too. And Dax.
Hello.
Normally, I only talk to you on Mondays. I never talk to you outside of that, ever.
That's a lie. That is a blatant lie.
I'm allowed to lie. We're on air.
I don't think that that's true, but okay, go off, I guess,
Spreading
Queen.
misinformation on air.
Anyway, given that we are a music show, we'll do this with you later, Caden. Dax, you listen to music, you have music taste, and I've got your phone here with your Spotify stats pulled up.
This is
Yeah.
dangerous. This is very dangerous.
Artists top for the past 4 weeks: Glass Animals, Bears and Trees, Lovejoy, Rainbow Kitten Surprise, Lincoln, Lil Darky, Corpse, Mindless Self-Indulgent, Los Campesinos, and Wilbur Soot. Oh, and then I'll mention 11, My Chemical Romance.
Yes!
I don't mind them. They're good.
As I look down, your number 14 is Lemon Demon. Your number 13 is Falling in Reverse, so Falling in Reverse is good. You got some Ghost Domain, Cave Town.
A lot of this is my snowboarding playlist because I did go snowboarding, and when I snowboard, I listen to my snowboarding playlist. So it's not like a lot of those are my snowboarding songs, not my normal songs.
Cave Town is your number 20.
Yeah, I'm ashamed
Artist.
that it's that low.
You're ashamed that it's low.
I love Cave Town. I've been listening to him for years.
Why does that not surprise me?
I was going to say.
Now I'm tempted to see my stats.
I'm looking at your top tracks for the past 4 weeks.
Oh,
Glass
don't.
Animals.
I listen to the same.
See, that's why I said this is dangerous.
I listen to the same album over and over and over. So you have to remember that every single song from that album is top because I've literally listened to it at least 4 times a day for the last 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, I'm seeing the Glass Animals. Oh, is Dax clipping?
Oh yeah, probably. Am I loud or quiet? Let's go.
Now you're quiet.
To be fair, you are getting pretty close when you kind of sway
You,
back.
you're
and
going.
forth.
You're doing.
You are
your
doing
thing.
something.
Standing.
You
I
are
am
doing
standing.
something. To be fair,
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking. Your top 14 are all Glass Animals.
That's
Then-
that album.
Number 15 is Bears and Trees.
Mm-hmm.
I recognize a lot of these names. I don't think I've listened to any of them. Have you guys?
I don't think so, honestly.
I'm a stupid little indie lover. So
I'm trying to
We
find
got
some-
we got an indie fan over here.
I was going to say, I was
kidding.
looking at your genres. Top genre is indie pop, appearing in
Which-
9 of your artists.
which most of like a lot of the stuff that they consider indie pop is technically bedroom pop.
That's,
So
yeah, that's
they're
fair.
just wrong.
Modern rock. I'm going to skip this one because we're going to come back to it. Viral
No,
rap.
I know which one you're skipping,
Indie-tronica,
and I am so
and modern indie
no.
pop.
Oh.
So your number 3rd genre, according to
Listen,
Spotify stats,
listen.
is
They
Dream
consider
SMP.
They consider Lovejoy Dream SMP. Okay, it's not my fault.
Find that.
It is.
It's on Spotify. It's an app.
It's an
Oh,
app
it's an
that tracks
app.
it.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
V made
Yeah, I
me
was gonna
download
say
it.
I'm actually
I
like
didn't make
Now
it.
getting
I'm
this
getting
now.
that.
I'm actually like downloading it now because I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to see this. I want to see what it
Yeah,
tells
you
me.
have to request. I haven't requested my files, so I've had it for about 2 months, and it's been tracking for that time. But it'll
right.
start tracking right. Yeah.
Hey, 60% of your tracks are danceable. You can also do Obscurify. That's a website,
Okay.
Yeah.
and it ranks you on obscurity. I'm a 97. I've got obscure music taste apparently. So
You
what-
alive, bro?
So I had a hot Cheeto
We're gonna have a death live on air.
and I it just went down the wrong tube and it hurts.
It's a hot Cheeto for 1, and 2, it went down the wrong tube.
I think the first one was the main problem.
Hot Cheetos are good, bro.
I actually
would
don't like hot Cheetos.
Yeah, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, there is.
Well, no, just I don't like Cheetos that much.
Okay, Cheetos not that great. Hot Cheetos,
Hot Cheetos.
Like
is really
I
good.
don't. I will say hot Cheetos are better than normal Cheetos. I just don't like Cheetos.
something wrong with you.
Can we kick Caden out to the floor? You banish me to the floor all the time.
You get banished to the floor for being a brony.
I get banished to the floor for a lot of things.
That was awesome.
You
Oh.
just got
Great timing. Thank you so
That was beautiful.
Some
there's
loser.
someone outside the studio.
Yeah, some losers pointing at us.
That was awesome.
Hey, come over to the other window, then you can point.
He's the brony.
Who's this loser?
They're the brony. They're the brony.
I'm
Who's this
so
loser that's
confused on
pointing at us?
I'm pretty sure it's a fellow brony.
Is it? I don't know.
Some fights happen.
I will say I am ex brony. Like it was a while ago.
Oh yeah.
You listen to brony musicians. I can't respect you.
Violet is good.
I can't respect you.
She was featured on Fantano. Anthony Fantano had her on one of his live streams. Listened to one of her tracks for her new album. It was cool. Yeah. I don't have Spotify. I don't listen to music on Spotify anymore.
This is the reason why.
No, it's come up. I ended up switching over to Tidal for a bunch of reasons. So I can't friend you on Spotistats because I don't use Spotistats anymore. It's funny, I got you on and then I immediately got off it. That's why.
That's why you got off of it, because I'm now there?
Yes, totally.
Sounds about right. V
Yes,
bullies
totally,
me.
maybe.
No, I just moved over to Tidal. I like Tidal more. And there was like a great
you
trial.
got a message.
I can't read that.
We are trying to read a message.
What is
I'm
it?
dyslexic.
Oh, come to the other
can't-
window. Come
I
to the
can't
other
read.
window.
That was so helpful,
Hi,
Dax.
Joe.
What? We're getting a message.
Some area.
Arithmetic.
Oh.
Oh no.
Time for some air.
Time for some arithmetic? I don't know.
Arithmetics?
Oh, whatever.
Math was never my strong
So,
suit,
Dax,
and it never will be.
I'm gonna rate your music taste now since
Okay.
I'm in the chair.
Sounds good.
I'm
Rate
gonna
it?
give it an indie out of 10. I mean, I roast you for Lemon Demon, but Lemon Demon's good. I don't know anything about Glass Animals. You got Cave Town, you got Rainbow Kitten Surprise. I give you an 8 out of 10. 9 out of 10 if I knew more, but 8 out of 10. You're better than Josh.
That is impossible.
Anyway,
That is
I win.
impossible.
I win.
we are
That
at
is impossible.
It's not impossible. I'm just better than you.
anyway.
No.
This is
You're,
gone.
you're lucky because I'm in the corner and nobody puts baby in the corner.
Quit calling
Stop
yourself
calling
baby.
yourself baby. You've
We-
done it twice since I've been in here. It's already uncomfortable the first time.
Anyway, we're gonna get back to some actual music. Everyone else is muted now, so we're gonna get back to some actual music with Poison by Alice Cooper. According to Dax, I am lame. This is AIM Student Radio, the way radio should be. I am so sorry. Welcome back to AIM Student Radio, the way radio should be. I just interrupted Dax, and now all the mics are on.
Hello.
And
I'm
we
nervous about
just
this.
roasted Dax's music taste. I gave it an 8 to a 9. I'm going to say 8.5 out of 10.
That's
I
fair.
believe I gave yours an 8, maybe a 7. Josh, I think I
Yeah.
gave Josh's a 7. I'm going to say 7 out of 10 now.
Yes.
So you got a 7. Dax has an 8.5. I am, of course, perfect, 10 out of 10.
I believe I'm going to get the worst score.
And now we're going to roast Cadence.
Here we go.
If it does get dark, just let me know. Just tap the screen.
Oh, the lights are coming off.
Oh, no.
Okay, like I said, with Imagine Dragons, I do need to go through my playlist.
Okay, so your first is Imagine Dragons. But we can
you
ignore
please
that.
turn the lights on?
Your second is
Danke schön.
Disturbed.
I like Disturbed.
Okay, Chad. Then Skillet, Family Jewels, 1,000-Foot Crutch, Fallout Boy,
Yeah.
Vetrum, Eminem, Glitchic City, Arcade Player something, and Panic at the Disco. And then those are your top 10, ignoring Imagine Dragons. So how does it feel to be a Chad? You know,
Okay,
you basic ass Kyle.
Let me explain Disturbed. Disturbed, actually, my dad got me into.
Okay.
And I never had heard of Disturbed. And my dad said, hey, we got some free tickets to go to Disturbed, but your mom doesn't want to go. I'd really like to take you instead. So Disturbed was my first concert ever. And ever since that, I've always kind of liked Disturbed. And I couldn't really ever stop liking Disturbed. I like their voices. I like their music. And the one that really sticks out to me is their remake of Sound of Silence, because I think
Yes.
That was
that
controversial.
the classic music in there is beautiful.
I will say none of this is serious. I'm
Right,
not going to
right.
seriously roast your. Yeah. I am looking at your genres for your top 5: modern rock, alternative metal, rock, new metal, rap metal, Christian alternative rock.
Skillet.
Yeah. 80% of your tracks are energetic, so that's nice. I don't have much else to say. I don't have much else to say.
I don't
Like,
know. Josh says 1,000 words though.
Josh, would you like to comment?
Skillet?
Okay.
You got to remember, we are live on air.
Yeah.
No, I know. That's why I'm not saying much.
See, I've neglected to say things.
You can. I don't care.
I'm gonna give you a basic dad rock. We'll give you a 6. Disturbed definitely brings you up. You got some Fall Out Boy.
Some of those are Pokemon-based things just because I'm a nerd.
Family Jewels. I've actually heard their cover of Red Like Roses, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
That one's good. I don't know. Eminem. Okay.
Godzilla makes me happy. That's all I can really say. And recently, with him in the
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, but also him in
GTA?
Venom.
Oh,
Let
and,
There Be
oh yeah,
Carnage.
Venom. Well, I mean, he had a song in each one, so he had Venom in Venom, and then he had Last One Standing in Let There
One
Let There Be
Standing,
Let There Be
I think,
Carnage.
is so much better than Venom.
So we're going to give V's official rating now. Again, where it stands, Dax is currently leading the pack at an 8.5 because I like an indie person. We got Josh, who's basic but not as basic, who I'm giving a nice hefty 7. And
I have a 6.
yeah, you're sitting at a 6. Disturbed brings you up. You got some good stuff in there. There's a few that drag you down, you know.
Yeah, like
and
I
of course, I'm a 10 out of 10. I mean, who could argue that?
Like I said,
Me, Brony.
Okay, Dream SMP, Dan and Phil.
Excuse me. At least I don't have a jar.
I don't either.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I need to say.
I don't
so
even know what that
confused.
means.
Good.
Oh, you guys
y'all,
need-
no.
Don't
We're
live
not
on the
bringing
internet.
Monday.
Just don't live on the internet. That's what I'm gonna
But
say.
we
I was
do,
gonna say,
though.
yeah,
I was gonna
That's
say
the
this is
thing.
the internet
just different
age.
neighborhoods of the internet.
Dax and I are chronically online, and it's an
Yeah.
issue.
We're
Well,
like the
I
next
mean,
level, like
we-
the gross
we know,
level.
We know somebody's sending me TikToks at 2 a.m.
Okay, that doesn't have anything to do with
Yeah,
being
no, that's just
chronically
'cause I have
online.
insomnia.
That's- Yeah, no. Being chronically online is
I was gonna say,
the
that
stuff
just
that we
means
send
not
each
getting,
other.
like, any sleep, and that's insomnia.
Well, I mean,
RAM.
I hardly get any, so.
Anyway, we're gonna jump back into the music for a bit. We're coming back and talking about the Ghost album in just a second. Up next, we've got Diamond Eyes by Deftones, and we're going to be trying to do some heavy music this hour from 5 to 6. So, AIM Student Radio, the way radio should be. I'm sorry, this is a dumpster fire.
That was kidding.
Welcome back to AIM Student Radio, the way radio should be. There is currently a debate over who sprayed the Febreze, and
was
there may be a murder victim in a second. But before...
It's gonna be me. I'm allergic.
Oh no. But before that, Dax is also muted. Dax is now
Smooth.
unmuted.
Hello.
Anyway, Josh, before the
Yes.
inevitable death of one of us, read the toilet paper. Tell us what's going on.
So, let's see here. Wow.
Hurry up.
I'm going. Alrighty, so here we go. Tomorrow, the Upgrade Your Grammar run-ons, comma splices, and fragments going on from 2 to 2:45 virtually via Zoom. The Josh Blue As Not Seen on TV tour tonight from 7 to 9 p.m. in the Welcome Center on the Greeley campus. Seating is limited and will be on a first-come, first-serve basis. For more information, go to events.ames.edu. The deadline for graduates to order caps and gowns is April 1st. The deadline for graduates to register to participate in the commencement ceremony is April 6th, with the full-term course withdrawal deadline on April 6th.
6th?
6th.
Okay. Did you mention the writer's workshop? Because that is the most pertinent thing.
Yes, I did.
Awesome.
The splices thingy. Yeah, the comma splices thingy.
I did not listen to you. You talk and my mind goes
See,
blank.
this is something we need to discuss. This
No,
dynamic.
we don't. We're breaking up. It doesn't matter. Anyway, we're doing the weather.
This is why we have prenups, folks. Get a prenup. If you're gonna get married, get a prenup.
We didn't get married.
So then, what happened in Vegas?
I don't know. I wasn't with you in Vegas.
Then who was that?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, in Fort Lupton, it's 69 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 34. Everyone in this radio station is so mature. In Loveland, it is 68 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 34. In Windsor, it is also 68 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 33. And in Greeley, it's 68 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 33. Tomorrow, it's a high of 63 and a low of 32. Of course, that is all subject to change. We're going to get back to the music. Later on, we're going to talk about the new Ghost album, Impera, here on AIM Student Radio, the way radio should be. This up next is Lights Go Out by Fozzy, here on AIM Student Radio. And welcome back to AIM Student Radio. I'm doing all the intros today because guess what? I'm on an ego trip before I actually kill my ego. Ego death? Anyone?
Is that even possible?
Yeah.
Theoretically.
No. I know. I'm just. going along with
Anyway, I'm here with Josh, Caden, Dax.
Love you too.
Aww. We'll save that for Monday.
I am
Gosh,
so
no.
terrified of everything about you.
Oh, look who's talking.
Yeah, I was
Snaps
gonna say,
I get from
I
you.
don't know who frightens me more, Dax or Vega.
I'm going to ruin your innocence.
I've known
That is
I'm
a
older
yikesy
than all of
statement.
y'all.
I've known Vega.
If anything, I'll probably
longer
ruin
than
all of
Dax.
yours.
Vega, whenever I'm alone with you, it's just Crandall.
Well, I was gonna
That's
say,
what it is,
watch
Crandall.
your context.
I just get Crandall. That's all
I would
But
like
when
to
I'm
say
with-
for the record that I'm when we're on the station together with Caden and I.
Did you
No.
just break that?
Yes, he did.
Joshua, you're grounded.
Kate's
No,
gonna
I
come in
fixed
here
it.
and punch
I
you in the
fixed
face.
it. I fixed it.
I was gonna
It
say
didn't
that.
break.
Anyway, we are going to talk about the new Ghost album, Impera,
Yes.
which Dax has not listened to
Nor
because
do I care.
Dax did not get the assignment. Dax refused to cooperate. Also, I just
okay,
didn't
yeah,
send it to
sure.
them. I just didn't send it to them.
V didn't send it, so it's not really my fault. So
I didn't know you were going to be on for the whole show. I'm sorry.
you're
forgive
just-
me.
You just mean.
I was gonna say I came in and immediately I asked, "What are you all doing?"
Yeah. Anyway, Impera. I have thoughts. Josh, do you have thoughts?
I do have thoughts.
Caden,
I do.
Do you listen to Ghost?
I don't listen to a lot of it, but I do listen to some.
We both listen to Ghost, Josh and I.
Quite so, yes.
We know that Dax doesn't listen to Ghost.
No.
Dax is sitting over there in the corner.
Yeah.
I'll make myself some more homework and listen to more Ghost.
I don't listen to normal artists.
You know, Dax, be proud of that. I am.
Embrace the individuality.
Yeah, don't be like these two basic Kyles.
Yeah, no, your
no,
guys'
I've
I've been
music
called
sucks.
Keith. I've been called Kason. I've been called Ethan.
Chad.
Chad. Kyle's a new one.
Matthew.
That's
Okay.
also new.
So, Josh,
Yes.
what are your thoughts on the Ghost album? Tell me. Talk to me.
So, this new album, Impera, is certainly, I will say I did enjoy it. However, probably for me, I'm still probably a bigger fan of Prequel and Meliora. It's definitely got its bright spots. You got Call Me a Little Sunshine. You got Watcher in the Sky, which is definitely my favorite track off of that album. Hunter's Moon, obviously, that's been kind of like the bigger of the singles that's been out, but also, too, it wasn't Halloween Kills, so there's that. But I did really kind of enjoy it. It's a little, like, you got a mixture of some heavier Ghost in there, but you also got, like, some lighter, almost like 80s poppy sounding songs in there. So you're just like, whoa.
They're definitely going for that vibe. Like, if you watch the release ritual, which is
Yes.
like, it's on YouTube. It's like 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a mini live show that it's,
Yeah, it was
set-
like a mini album release party almost kind of thing.
And there was a post-release that I did not watch, even though I do have premium, because it was premium exclusive.
Yeah.
But it was like the camera, like the ratios and the camera quality. Like there
Yeah.
was definitely an effect on there to make it look more like a VHS camera or like
Yeah.
a tape camera. And so they're definitely and also like looking at some of their gear and stuff, they're definitely just going for a more like 80s vibe, kind of like they did the 60s thing with
Oh yeah, with Kiss the Go-Go. And
7 Steps of Satanic Panic, I think.
yeah, it was 7 inches of Satanic Panic.
7 inches of Satanic Panic.
But yeah, that one, the video, because they didn't do a video for Mariana Cross, but the video for Kiss the Go-Go, the way that the intro is shot like on modern cameras, but then once they actually get into the song, it looks like they shot that like on VHS camera in the 70s almost.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know anything about the Ghost lore. I know very little. I'm more in it for the music. I think you're more in it for the lore.
Well, the music as well, but the lore is what caught me. Like the web series, like I watched a few episodes, I was like, wait, this is kind of like interesting. And then as I got deeper into listening into more of the albums, then that's when I figured out like, okay, there is kind of a story going on here with the albums, and then the web series kind of explains it. You know why now the current incarnation of the lead singer is now Papa the Fourth. Whereas in 7 Inches of Satanic Panic, that's supposed to be Papa Nile or Papa Zero.
And in Meliora, it's Cardinal Copia.
Prequel was Cardinal Copia ascending to Papa
prequel.
4.
Prequel was Cardinal. Meliora was 3.
I didn't realize.
Yeah,
it was
Meliora
4.
was 3.
Yeah. Anyway, Kaden, you just listened to the album.
I did.
What are your thoughts?
Great album. I think that there are songs that shine. I think some that are decent. And I think that I think there's like maybe one that I just can't really get. I do agree with you guys with where is it? Prequel and Call Me Little Sunshine, because I've definitely heard some songs from Prequel, and then same with Call Me Little Sunshine, whether it was like via the internet or just over the air.
Wait, what about Call Me Little Sunshine? Do you mean 7 Inches of Satanic Panic?
Is that not the other?
Yes,
Oh,
7
yeah.
Inches of Satanic Panic was an EP.
Yeah, it wasn't even an EP. It was just 2
I was
songs.
gonna
Yeah.
say I don't on Spotify. It's just saying those are.
Oh,
Or like the top
yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of Prequel was really when they started to break more, I guess you could say more mainstream, like when they actually started getting like more airplay on like traditional radio, and when you actually started to see them appear on like more late night shows, because I mean they are a satanic-esque band. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of television stations and radio stations won't really touch them, but now it seems like they're the tide is kind of turning, and you're seeing them more on TV.
A little
They're
bit
getting
more
played
and
more on
more.
the radio. I mean, they had a song, you know, Halloween Kills, you know, regardless of what you think about the movie itself, like that movie made a lot of money.
I would like to say that Square Hammer was probably the first Ghost single I heard, and that's off Meliora.
Yes.
And that was on KBPI.
Meliora.
Oh yeah,
that's
no,
what
they
I'm
still
gonna say.
play it. As far as I know, I don't think they've changed.
They play it a
but-
lot.
Yeah, no, Square Hammer tends to be like when I saw them in Loveland a few years ago. That was the finale.
I think that's what they were talking about, because I was listening to some more like stuff about how they make the albums, because I like that stuff behind the
Yes.
scenes. Anyway, I like Ghost. They're one of my favorites. I generally I get into a Ghost mood and then I binge a bunch of their albums, and then I'm out of a Ghost mood. Is how it tends to go. This is not my favorite album. I like you, Josh, really like Prequel and
Yes.
Meliora. Prequel would probably be my favorite. I love the vibes of that album. I love a lot of the heavier notes. I will say you can't beat the live version of Mummy Dust when you get
Oh, no, you
guitar
can't.
solo. That's really great.
Or I will say, like from when I saw them, Cerise live was utterly insane.
Cerise would be good
yeah.
live.
Was insane live.
That's just a
because
worship song.
It is a worship song, but it was so hilarious because the crowd, when we were there, we all bought into it, and I mean, like we all stood up, we all had our phones, you know, like with the flashlights on going.
Yeah,
you know, the few
side to
people in the
side.
crowd had the lighters going. Like it looked like a worship song, but if you actually read the lyrics, that song is not worshiping
yeah, it's
God.
not a worship song.
It's a worship song still, just
Yeah.
not for
Just not for God.
the Christian God.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The album, I don't think there were any songs that really stood out to me as being bad. They all were at least okay to good. I'll say, like, my favorite is probably Watcher in the Sky or, like, Call Me a
Yes.
Little Sunshine.
Yes.
20s is also kind of up there.
20s is really good.
I will say, Kaisarian, pretty catchy. I had that one in my head.
I
The
couldn't-
live
I
the
couldn't
live
do that
version
one.
though was
Kaiserion.
yes.
I
Da 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 da.
I didn't like it that much.
Oh,
The
Definitely
live
not my
one-
favorite out of the. Definitely not my
Yeah.
favorite
Mhm.
in the album, but it's not like the worst song I've ever heard.
I'd say like I'll probably end up listening to the album a few more times occasionally. But if I'm going back to listen to Ghost purely for the music, I'm going to Prequel or Meliora. Occasionally, 7 Inches of Satanic Panic.
Yeah. Yeah, no, 7 Inches, I think for me, that one just kind of holds like a more special place just because the week that we saw them in Loveland was actually the week that 7 Inches came out. And it was insane. So it had to have been maybe second or third time playing those songs live. And they first did they did Mary on a Cross first, and obviously the crowd, we were into it. And then at the way end, because it was still Cardinal Copia at the time, and he goes into it going, now we're gonna sing a song that the Papa used to sing, because it's supposed to be Papa Zero.
Yeah.
And they go into Kiss the Go-Go, and the whole crowd, I mean, we were all kind of getting into it. And just if you do ever get a chance to even see live videos of them, they put on a really good show.
That is the thing, is like, I'm not one for concerts. I do want to see Ghost live, mainly because I know they put on such a show. Like, that's part of it, is a almost like a stage performance in a few ways. And
Yes.
they will have, like, Copia transition to Papa 4 live.
Yeah, they did. It was the final show of the tour for Prequel. That performance was actually called a final show named Death.
I was going to say, like,
Yeah.
a Pale Horse Named Death or something.
Something
or-
like that. And that was the whole finale, or like basically an interlude in the show where Copia ascends to Papa 4, and that's what we have now.
It's confusing.
The lore can
I
be
see.
a
I
little
didn't even know
wacky.
that there was lore.
I don't...
Yeah, no, the
But
lore,
even then, I can't.
the lore is tricky to get into, and the fact that so much of it has been released out of order, because Prequel is supposed to be the beginning, like
I was going to say, you had,
Yeah.
like, Dance Macabre is like
Dance
the
Macabre
literal
is-
beginning.
is the literal beginning, but
Well-
it's not in the web series. So if you watch the web series
And then
you
the
don't
music
watch
video.
the music video, you're going to be confused. Like, it actually took me a second
I'm still
to
confused.
figure it out. You're confused. I'm confused, bro.
Everyone can be
Anyway,
confused.
we're going to jump back into the music in just a second, but before we do, Dax,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on all this as someone who just sat here?
First of all, I'm offended because why would you make fun of me like that?
I'm not.
Not you.
Oh, good. We can
The
throw
way
them out. We can have a hostile takeover.
I
Yeah.
didn't do nothing. It was him.
It's like I'm bigger than all of you.
So from what I heard,
Yeah,
I'm
but
just,
Dax is scrappy.
I was born in the streets.
As you were saying, Dax.
I was born on the farm.
Evil-eyed there. I was like, hang on, I have to rethink this.
So
I have to plan out my tactics
we're
efficiently.
just gonna mute Mike too.
I'm confused and I'm filling out Boy Scout stuff. So that's what I'm doing. That's where my brain is.
That is fair. That's for all the listeners who had no idea what we were talking about. If you like kind of hard rock and you're not afraid of a bit of satanic imagery, check out Ghost.
Yes.
They're a good band. They're Swedish, right?
Yes, and a lot of their music, how do I say this? Like, a lot of the videos, some of them have the satanic undertone. Some of them are a little bit more subdued. But the video for Call Me Little Sunshine, no, that one is straight up Satan.
Yeah, no, it's just catchy. Also, Dance Macabre is just like a fun song.
Oh, yeah, no, that one's fun. Like, I threw it on a Halloween playlist at a party I was at a couple of years ago. And people dug it, but it's like, y'all are listening to a satanic song.
Oh, it's Halloween.
That is true.
I was gonna say Halloween. It's about monsters and devils and all that.
Anyway, we're going to get you back to the music. We're trying to keep it a bit heavier this hour. Coming up next, we've got Diary of Jane by Breaking Benjamin, followed by Living Dead Girl by Rob Zombie. Sticking with the spooky themes. AIM Student Radio, the way radio should be.
And welcome back to AIM Student Radio, the way radio should be. I'm Josh here with Caden. I just got to, just do a quick little button push here. And it looks like we're probably going to go ahead and be signing off here for the evening on the dumpster fire. And, well, what can we say? Our show today was very chaotic and very reminiscent of a dumpster fire.
It was bad.
It was,
There was a lot.
There was a lot.
There was judging people's music tastes.
There was judging people's music.
There
was a lot of entertaining jokes.
There was obviously the review.
There
of the new
there
album.
was at least somewhat of a music segment in there because we actually did talk about Ghost Song and
we
Para
did talk
album.
about music tastes and music,
Yes.
like what Dax and I and what you and V like
Mm-hmm.
and whatnot. But that doesn't.
but overall, it was just kind of a chaotic show, and that's fine. I mean, it's
You get Dax in here, you get V in here. It gets
we had the full we had a full cornucopia of madness in here
Yep.
today. So we'll just go ahead and leave you here with that today on AIM Student Radio, the way radio should be. As to whether Jeff is going to be in or not, we are not sure.
He is doing. I
believe he's doing the Josh Blue show tonight. Oh,
Josh.
quick shout out, the Josh Blue As Not Seen on TV tour. It is tonight, 7 to 9 p.m. in the Welcome Center. Free.
Yes,
However,
go.
space is limited. It's first come, first serve.
Go because it starts in an hour.
Go because it does, 45 minutes now at this point, but it does start here, and we'll be back with y'all next week. So until then, this is AIM Student Radio, the way radio should be. But anyway, here's Wonderwall.